Dreams come alive as soon as you get out of your bed, sip your espresso, and start hustling. Excellencies, distinguished invitees, and my dear Bhavanites. Namaste and good evening to all. Welcome to the virtual launch of Bhavan's IEDC. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan is a pioneer educational institution with a complete focus on the overall development of the future generation. Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, affiliated to Cochin University of Science and Technology and promoted by the Kochi Kendra of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, extends an opportunity to have management education of international quality. Stress on Indian values and culture is an integral part of the MBA program at Bhavan. In 2016, the Government of India launched the Startup India scheme, a flagship initiative intended to build a strong ecosystem for nurturing innovation and startups in the country. Government of Kerala initiated the startup movement through Kerala Startup Mission, formerly known as Technopark TBI, which is a central agency for entrepreneurship development and incubation activities in Kerala. Kerala possesses a unique model of connecting academics, industries, R&D institutions, and startups apart from other startup ecosystems in the country. Today, through the launch of Bhavan's IEDC, we are aiming to become an excellent host and enabler for spreading innovation and entrepreneurship among the student community. Let us begin the inaugural ceremony by invoking the blessings of Lord Almighty.
നന്മയാകുന്ന കാന്തി കാണുവാൻ കണ്ണിനാകേണമേ നല്ല വാക്കിന്റെ ശീലു ചൊല്ലുവാൻ നാവിനാകേണമാകും എന്റെ കാതിനിണയാകണേ സത്യമെന്നുള്ള ശീലമോടെ ഞാൻ ശാന്തിയറിയണമേ ശാപമോ ദൂരെ മറയണമേ ലോകമുണ്ടെന്ന പാഠമെന്നുമിൻ മനസ്സിലെഴുതേണമേ ആ
Professor Dr. Rajagopalan Nair, the Dean of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, with more than 35 years of rich experience, brings with him a rare combination of extensive business, corporate training, academic and consulting experience and insight. I invite our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. Rajagopalan Nair, to deliver the welcome address.
Thank you, Ashwati. Namaste and good evening to one and all. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs, Shri V. Muraleedharan, respected Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, Shri Venugopal C. Govind, FCA, respected Director, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, Shri E. Ramankutty Warrior, Mentor and Entrepreneur, Stallions Group, Shri S.R. Nair, Kochi Kendra Committee members and education officers, officials of Kerala Startup Mission, my dear faculty members, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen. On this joyous occasion of inaugurating Bhavan's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center, Bhavan's IEDC, at this institute, it is my proud privilege to extend a warm and hearty welcome to each one of you. Our guest of honor and Union Minister of State, Shri V. Muraleedharan, need no introduction to the people of Kerala. Ever since his student life in 1970s and 1980s, Shri Muraleedharan is in public domain as a student leader. In 1997, Honorable Minister worked on a research project of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, which is an epitome for his academic inquisitiveness. And in 1999, he was appointed the vice chairman of Nehru Yuva Kendra under the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of India. In 2018, he became the member of Rajya Sabha, and in 2019, Shri V. Muraleedharan became the Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs. Sir, this inaugural session is blessed by your gracious presence. On behalf of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, and on behalf of all those present online, it is my pleasure to extend a very warm and respectful welcome to you. Welcome to you, sir. Our chairman, Shri Venugopal C. Govind, a chartered accountant by profession, is a true leader and visionary. He has established his own space in the educational arena of the state, and his unbound knowledge and creative thinking is food for thought for the people of Kerala, especially the student community. Sir, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural program. Welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Namaste. Thank you.
Our director, Shri E. Ramangutti Warrior, is the Chief Executive Officer of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Kochi Kendra. Very calm and composed, he is always a well-wisher of student community. Sir, it is my pleasure to extend you a warm welcome to this program. Welcome to you, sir. Shri S.R. Nair, an entrepreneur and mentor, has trained and motivated hundreds of people to start an enterprise of their own. And he is the appropriate person to offer felicitations to our IEDC. Sir, with love and respects, let me extend my warm welcome to you. Welcome to you, sir. I take this opportunity to extend my hearty welcome to Kendra committee members, educational officers, principals and vice principals of Bhavan's institutions, officials of Kerala Startup Mission, my beloved colleagues, and of course, my loving students. Once again, welcome to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your warm words of welcome. C.A. Venugopal C. Govind, Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, is the most respected resource in multiple areas of corporate consultancy and the chief mentor of Verma and Verma Chartered Accountants. It's our pride and privilege to have such a dynamic and inspiring leader at the helm steering the Bhavan's Kendra. I cordially invite our Chairman, C.A. Venugopal C. Govind, to deliver the presidential address.
Honorable Minister Shri Muraleedharan, our distinguished Dean Shri Rajagopal, our eminent Director Shri Ramangutti, my good friend, mentor guru Shri S.R. Nair, all the respected principals of our schools and other institutions, learned members of our faculty, dear students, and all others present here, including my colleagues in the managing committee, if any. I didn't see anyone. Namaste, pranams to all of you. We are extremely delighted, very much honored, indeed privileged to have with us the Union Minister for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs, Sri Muraleedharan, with us. It has been a long time, a cherished wish of us to have Mr. Muraleedharan with us for some important function in order to interact with him and also appraise him as to what Bhavan is in Cochin, what we stands for, what our institutions are, and what we are wanting to be. Though we have been in touch with him for many matters, and he has been extremely helpful to us on several occasions, we are so privileged to have him with us today, though on the virtual mode. Certainly, we all look forward to having you with us, sir, on a very important day, visiting our institutions, one or all, as time permits, and we will be so privileged and honored to have you then with us physically. Let me echo the sentiments expressed by our director in wishing you, on behalf of all of us present here, our heartiest welcome. We have in the Bhavan a different dream as far as our management institute is concerned. From the very inception, we have conceived this management institute to be one with a difference. And with that purpose, we have chosen to affiliate ourselves with the Cochin University of Science and Technology as against all the MBA programs of various institutes and universities in and around Cochin and in the state getting affiliated to the respective universities, Kerala University, MG University, and Calicut University and all that. We are certainly getting a lot of benefits and inputs because of our association with Cochin University. It is also our dream that in Cochin, we should establish a management institute of a difference of the quality, of the caliber, of the standards, of the excellence of our predecessor, SP Jain Institute of Management in Mumbai, which was also established by Bhavan's Mumbai in a very modest scale, relatively more modest than how we began, and it grew in a short period of time to much greater heights, to be a big banyan tree in the field of management, not just in India alone, but in this part of the world. And we would like to, for the time being, emulate and grow with them and be able to establish ourselves as a service provider in the field of management education, in the field of management inputs, in the field of management training, in the base of management information, and all matters relating to management. We want to groom our youngsters to be like that. We are also not wanting our MBA students who come out of our institutions to be mere job seekers. That has never been our idea. We want to empower them. We want to instill and inject the confidence in them. We want to give them the reassurance that tomorrow the world of management, the world of business will be in their hands. If they equip themselves with the required element of self-confidence, self-awareness, self-esteem, and self-respect, which is necessary for a management student, and empower himself, we are training them in a multitudinous manner that will ultimately manifest in bringing out the very first in them. Not just to be straightaway entrepreneurs, but slowly start with the beginning, have hands-on training, equip yourself with the required practical knowledge, know about the business world, have good knowledge about business itself, and then see how the market is, how people are, how the elements of management are, then emerge into a full-groomed management professional who in a short period of time will be able to enter the world of business on his own, either as in a proprietary manner, or as a partnership, or a corporate entity, whatever it is. It is our wish and desire that all the young little ones who are here today listening to us, our bright students for the MBA program, in the next 5 years from now, we want them to see all of them as hugely successful, budding new entrepreneurs. It's possible for them. In order to facilitate that, we have initiated programs of this kind. It requires innovation, it requires creativity, it requires dynamism, it requires the management temper, it needs the leadership qualities. All a compendium of various qualities are required for a manager to emerge into the shoes of an entrepreneur. Therefore, we are initiating programs of this kind, joining with Kerala Startup Mission and setting up an institute for innovation and entrepreneurial development, where they would have hands-on training as to how they would be able to face the nuances of business and also the troublesome, devastating, complex problems as far as business are concerned, how to face them, how to address them, how to get over them, how to handle problems with the required equilibrium, equanimity, and all that. So I'm sure that the institute will go a long way in helping our young ones. Our faculty are well trained and well modeled in order to impart the required element of training in our youngsters. Even as I wish this new initiative all the very best, I certainly look forward for the continued blessings, support, cooperation, assistance, and everything from our Union Minister and the Union Ministry, Government of India, in order to see that our institute blossoms into one among the finest management institutes in this part of the world. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your insightful words. Honorable Minister Sri V. Muraleedharan, born in Kannur district of Kerala, officially took charge as Minister of State for External Affairs and for Parliamentary Affairs in 2019. He started his journey as an activist in socio-political affairs, which enriched his experience and innate leadership quality. He is also known as a good orator. It is indeed our proud privilege, and we are extremely delighted to secure you as guest of honor to inaugurate Bhavan's IEDC. Since this is a virtual inauguration, I invite our Honorable Minister to officially mark the launch of the center after the symbolic lighting of the ceremonial lamp.
शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शुभं करोति कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा.
Now, I humbly invite our Honorable Minister, Sri V. Muraleedharan, to deliver the inaugural address. Sir, please.
Respected Sri Venugopal C. Govind, Chairman, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, Sri Ramankutti Warrior, Director, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, Dr. Rajgopal Nair, Dean, Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, Sri S.R. Nair, Entrepreneur and Mentor, Stallion Group, Kochi, Kendra Committee members, representatives from Kerala Startup Mission, educational officers, principals and vice principals of Bhavan schools, faculty members, students, ladies and gentlemen, namaskaram to all. At the outset, let me extend my warm wishes to the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, which has completed 82 years of its existence in the service of our nation on the 7th of November 2020. Today, through the around 120 institutions spread across the country, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan caters to the educational needs of our youth from kindergarten to post-graduation in wide-ranging subjects, from Carnatic music to computers, from Sanskrit to business management, and from yoga to journalism. The invaluable contributions made by the Bhavan in promoting the development of our youth as enlightened, self-confident, and at the same time rooted to the cultural ethos of our country cannot be summarized in few words or a few sheets of paper. Therefore, I take this opportunity to congratulate the chairman and the officials of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, its teachers and students across the country. On this auspicious occasion, I would like to pay my tributes to the great visionary, freedom fighter and constitutionalist, Dr. K. M. Munshi, whose vision of imparting value-based education to the students of India culminated in the establishment of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan in 1938. Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Kochi Kendra, the first such Kendra in the entire Kerala, has been one of the largest Kendras in the whole country and has become a leader in providing quality education in Kerala. Therefore, it's only befitting that Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management has been recognized as the Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center by the Kerala Startup Mission. The renowned entrepreneurial spirit of Kerala has produced many successful entrepreneurs, not only in India but across the world. Setting up of the IEDC is a milestone in the entrepreneurial journey of Kerala, as it will promote innovation and entrepreneurship among the student and academic fraternity. In fact, the Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji recently has set up a mission, has set up a task of creating more employment. And to create more employment, skill development and entrepreneurship are the two means of developing more employment. And he has urged everyone to come out with new ideas, new suggestions so that entrepreneurships entrepreneurial spirit can be developed in the country, which will ultimately lead to more employment. The innovation and entrepreneurship are the two pillars that are going to carry the development prospects of the nation. These two aspects are crucial to bring new products or services to advance human progress. They not only accelerate the process of sustainable development, but guide the world on its future course of action in fields such as medicine, agriculture, software, and reducing the impact of global warming and climate change. We should also remember the fact that innovation and entrepreneurship makes a person self-reliant, which I believe is the first step in making India self-reliant, as the Prime Minister has recently announced to make India an Atmanirbhar Bharat. With correct planning and execution, IEDC can play an instrumental role in fostering a culture of innovation in academic institutions in the state. It can create awareness, provide exposure, and instill skills among the students, helping them to learn and acquire relevant skills to become entrepreneurs and create more employment opportunities for others. Centers such as IEDC create an entrepreneurship flavor in the academic fraternity. They act as an excellent bridge between industry and academia and support the budding entrepreneurs. They also contribute in this endeavor by identifying potential entrepreneurs right from the college level. I am hopeful that IEDC will organize regular interactions of the students and academia with the industry to nurture the spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. It should also recognize and reward best ideas and help students to expand the scope of their product. For this to happen, innovation must become part of learning. In fact, entrepreneurship in the present juncture, at this moment of time, I should say that it's done after the thought of entrepreneurship, the training for entrepreneurship. All these things start after one's formal education is over. In fact, my suggestion is that, as we say in many other fields, catch them young. That catch them young is applicable or should be applicable, should be made applicable in this aspect also. Maybe in the high school stages, if the students, if we make an effort to identify the entrepreneurial spirit of the student, I feel that we may go a long way in identifying the right entrepreneurs and putting on to the right course of action. Unfortunately, our school education still has nothing to do with entrepreneurs. We have curriculum which train them on a set of information, on a set of some ideas, and after they pass out from the school stage, even in the college stage, even in the university stage, we don't have an option for any student to become an entrepreneur. Once he becomes a graduate, maybe a postgraduate, or he goes on to become a graduate in engineering or some such technical aspects, then only the thought of becoming an entrepreneur dawns on that student. And unfortunately, in our country, especially in our state, Kerala is one of the states which I would say which lacks the entrepreneurial spirit among the people when I compare it with many other states of the country. We go for formal education, we are good in academics, but we are, I should say, very poor in developing entrepreneurs. So I'm sure that the startup mission and Bhavan's now with this new institute of new center of IEDC may take up such efforts in the surrounding areas of Kochi. So I should say that in Kerala, I'm happy that the student community has now started embracing the technology-based entrepreneurial ventures. It's a welcome change. Setting up of a center such as IEDC would provide the youth with an inspiration to become job creators in these cutting-edge sectors rather than becoming job seekers. Dear friends, given the importance of innovation and entrepreneurship in the 21st century technology-driven world, and the role in improving market efficiency, building wealth, creating jobs, and enhancing economic growth, Narendra Modi government at the center has rolled out schemes such as the Atal Innovation Mission, the Startup India, Stand Up India, and many more such schemes. I'm happy that Kerala Startup Mission has accorded sanction to establish Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Center at Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, which has been very active in mentoring innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. Our government understands the urgent need to nurture this culture of entrepreneurship among the youth, especially in higher educational institutions. The new Education Policy 2020 is aimed at bridging this critical gap as it empowers higher educational institutions to work towards nurturing the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. It's aimed at transforming the higher education to enable the development of an enlightened, socially conscious, knowledgeable, and skilled nation that could find and implement robust solutions to the problems. It envisages a path for the higher education system to form a basis for knowledge creation. I believe the National Education Policy 2020 is the key to more vibrant, socially engaged, cooperative communities and a happier, cohesive, cultured, productive, innovative, progressive, and prosperous India. Dear students, recognizing the importance of skill education, skill development for our youth and the future of our country, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji government at the center had set up a dedicated ministry for skill development and entrepreneurship. The objective is to reach 500 million people by the year 2022 by providing viability gap funding and skill development initiatives. Campaigns such as Digital India, Skill India, Make in India are all intended to harness the true potential and of the Indian youth. Dear students, look at the technological revolution that has been taking place in the world. Technological advancements solve many problems we have been facing in our day-to-day life. Innovative entrepreneurship is the best way forward to make India a world leader in science and technology, reiterate our position as the global leader, and reinforce India's soft power. I would request you to look around, identify problems, and find a way to provide easy and technology-driven solutions for those problems. Work to convert them into viable commercial projects. I'm sure that IEDC will be of much help to you in this effort. Before I conclude, let me acknowledge the invitation given by Sri Venugopal C. Govind to visit the Bhavan's Kendra. I look forward eagerly for a mutually convenient occasion for that. I'm so happy that Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management from my state of Kerala is being recognized as an IEDC. I wish all success in this center, to this center. By invoking the blessings of God Almighty, I declare the IEDC Center of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management inaugurated. Thank you for the attention.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking words and throwing light on the need of being self-reliant and also the need for being sustainable, which is very essential for the economic growth of our country as well. So let us move on to the felicitations. Sri E. Ramagutivarya, Director, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, is an epitome of humility, intellect, and loyalty. He has been a resounding inspiration to all Bhavanites. I cordially invite our Honorable Director, Sri Ramagutivarya, for the felicitation address.
Namaste, namaste to all of you. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs, Shri Muraleedharan ji, respected Chairman of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Shri Venugopal C. Govind, my colleagues in the committee, Kendra Committee, Dr. Rajagopal Nair, Shri S.R. Nair, officials of the Kerala Startup Mission, faculties of the BRIM, principals, vice principals, and members of the Bhavan's family, dear students and invited guests. We heard two extraordinary addresses by our chairman and our honorable minister, Shri Muraleedharan ji. The Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Centers, IEDC, are platforms set up in engineering, management, arts and science colleges and polytechnics with an aim to provide students an opportunity to experiment and innovate. Kerala Startup Mission has set up IEDCs in 226 institutions across the state, which provide avenues for creative students to learn, collaborate, to transform their innovative ideas into prototype of viable products and services. IEDCs works as a first launchpad for a student's entrepreneurial journey and provide them with access to cutting-edge technology, world-class infrastructure, high-quality mentorship, early risk capital, and global exposure. Kerala's Startup Mission has taken this initiative of the government of Kerala to the academic institutions in order to create awareness, exposure, and skills among the students to enable and promote an environment to create entrepreneurial ventures by developing innovative products of social relevance. The concept of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Cell, IEDC, was formulated to promote innovation and entrepreneurial culture in education institutions to develop institutional mechanism to foster techno-entrepreneurship for generation of wealth and employment by persons. The IEDCs are established in academic institutions across Kerala, having requisite expertise and infrastructure. I am very glad that our college has been chosen for this startup mission by the Kerala, and as a chairman and the minister exhorted to our students, you should become an entrepreneur, you should be your own employer, you should manage after your course of your MBA, you should be able to develop such skills whereby you can start your own enterprise. Thank you. I wish this program all success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. S.R. Nair, sir, is the most erudite technocrat, entrepreneur, co-founder, director on board of Stallion Group, is an author, adjunct professor, and a mentor. Having chaired several professional and non-governmental organizations in Kerala, he is also well known in business, social, academic, and professional circles in the state. S.R. sir is closely associated with our manager-making endeavors, offering Bhavanites with his remarkable mentorship and guidance over years. Sir, I deem it a great honor to invite you to offer felicitations.
Thank you very much. Respected chairman of the meeting, most respected minister, respected director of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and my most beloved students and teachers of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management. Thank you very much for, at the outset, I must thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be part of this gathering where the strength of the cell. I'm so happy that finally Bhavan's Royal also have been able to get into the entrepreneurship process making, which is nothing but an extension of the managerial studies that you are actually imparting over the years, excellently imparting over the years. I have had the privilege to be part of your institution's endeavors for long, and I definitely cherish a lot of moments that I had spent with you and the management of the institution. What we need to really understand is that we are one of the youngest, having a mean average age of about 29 years, and which comparison with United States of America or Japan or China or many countries in the world, which is not the case. They are most of them are above 40, 50, etc. Our mean average is about 29. Is at 50 of below the age of 35. So we have more than about 70-75 crore people who are below the age of 35, and you understand that, between 20 and 40 is the most productive physical or mentally most productive age of yours. Now, on the other side, if you really look at it, and we call it, since we have this young people with us, and we call it, economists call it, and everybody in the world, they call it demographic dividend. So yes, so India is bestowed with this demographic dividend. On the other side, if you really look at it, the jobs are not, or jobs are really wanting. Okay, jobs are hard to come, and as a management institution, even Bhavans, even though it is actually able to get your campus recruitment placement done year-on-year basis, you will see that people able to land in government jobs, central government jobs, PSU jobs, and jobs in the private sector and others are coming down. So unemployment is a major issue that India is facing. I don't have to tell it. It's not because of any particular minister or anything. This has been a global phenomenon, and that India is also undergoing accordingly. Now, so the government's prerogative, the government's wish, therefore, would be to see that every individual, particularly the young individuals, are taught skills and are given those entrepreneurship development skills, okay, so that they can get into entrepreneurship. Now, we also realize that there is a lot of, even though in Kerala, entrepreneurs originally has not been considered as people, because Kerala people, but if you really look at it, the situation is not so. So therefore, these youngsters, when they become entrepreneurs and they become job givers than job seekers, so you suddenly, it's a very privileged position. If somebody says that I have about 100 people, means I'm looking after 100 families, okay, and the family is a unit of a society, if you understand, and families become the community, and thus the community actually survive. So that spirit has to be understood, and with that motto in mind, with an objective in mind, is when the government started bringing in a lot of skill development enterprises, skill development endeavors, and then they said the business schools as well as engineering colleges, or we'll rather call them professional institutions, must also start having all these endeavors, and that is the genesis of IECD, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development Cell. And I'm so happy that in Bhavans also we have realized this, and we have been able to get that happen in Bhavans also. So definitely I've been given a very, very limited time of less than about 3 minutes time. So I would maybe later stage, I would personally make myself available to give you those assistance and endeavors to, assistance to see that your cell goes up well and cell is brought up well. But at this point in time, let me offer my hearty felicitations to Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and everybody concerned at that institute for your endeavor into IECD. Thank you very much. All the very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for creating that positive vibe to us. Thank you so much. Dr. Deepa Unnathan, faculty, Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, and also the nodal officer of Bhavan's IEDC, is a key person in framing and implementing many forward-looking policies for creating a vibrant startup ecosystem on our campus. I now invite Dr. Deepa Unnathan to present the report on the EDCL activities of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management for the academic year 2019-20.
Thank you, ma'am. Namaste and a very warm good evening to all. Honorable Chair, distinguished chief guests, dignitaries, colleagues, and my dear students. As we ticked off the first milestone in the entrepreneurial journey of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management, it gives me immense pleasure to take stock of the activities done in this particular regard and present you this report. It all started with the formation of Entrepreneurial Development Cell with the objective of creating entrepreneurial mindset among the students of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management and society at large. It was launched by Shri S.R. Nayak sir on 5th July 2019 and was followed by an array of focused activities like Founders Edge Orientation and Discussion Series, panel discussions, participation in business plan innovations, entrepreneurship research and case study analysis, so on and so forth. The Founders Edge lecture series featured noted entrepreneurs like Shri S.R. Nayak, Mr. Suraj Abraham, a noted social entrepreneur, Mr. Ramesh Ranganathan, and Mr. Shankar Panikar. We also conducted a panel discussion with Sri G. Gopinathan, successful entrepreneur and hotelier, on the topic Managing Success in Entrepreneurship. Our students are actively encouraged to take part in business plan and innovation contests, and our students, Ms. Jisma Joseph and Ms. Anne Maria Thomas, has emerged as winners in the innovation hunt organized by Operations Research Society of India, while Ms. Kasturi and Ms. Nayana were the first prize winners of Giridipam Business Plan Contest. Both these business concepts are in the work in progress as full-fledged startup business models. Entrepreneurial research is a part of our course, and the students are doing different research in different dimensions. And two of our students, Mr. Avinash CB and Ms. Aishwarya Prakash, got selected for presenting their research paper, Academic Exposure and Relative Entrepreneurial Aspirations Among MBA Students, in a national seminar on entrepreneurship organized by CAMS Trivandrum. We understand the importance of movie-based learning in entrepreneurship, and we featured all these movies in the last year with detailed discussion and analysis on the entrepreneurial concepts dealt with in these movies. We also take part in the extension activities like workshop conducted for Equinas College, Kochi, on the topic creating entrepreneurial mindset among students, and also a self-assessment workshop for the students of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Institute of Management, Kolkata. Our community extension activities includes interactions with community development centers and meeting with Kudumbashri project unit coordinators to explore the possibilities of social entrepreneurship in our area. Rigorous and continuous assessment of entrepreneurial aspirations of our students starts from the very first week itself with an entrepreneurial aspiration assessment, followed by periodical trait and competency assessment on different dimensions like behavioral, contextual, managerial, and most importantly, entrepreneurial resilience dimensions. All these were done with scientific and validated tools only. Kerala Startup Mission has been helping us in various forms in our entrepreneurial journey by arranging Kerala Startup Mission facility visits, periodic orientations and interactions, and also even during the COVID-19 lockdown period, our students could attend a virtual startup facility visit in the Startup Mission. And here we are, installation of Innovation Entrepreneurship Development Center at our campus, Bhavan's IEDC, which is going to give a lot of impetus to the entrepreneurial ecosystem development of this campus. Let's take a quick look of the campus IEDC that we have arranged here in Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management. Here I conclude, seeking the support and help of each one of you present here to take forward this fledgling initiative. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you, ma'am. As we come to the closure of the inaugural session, we would like to express our sincere words of gratitude to all the distinguished guests for being a part of the official launch. I now call upon Ms. Jisma Joseph, CEO of Bhavan's IEDC, to propose the vote of thanks.
Honorable Chief Guest, Sri V. Muraleedharan, most respected Chairman, beloved Director, other members of Bhavan's family, distinguished invitees, our Dean, faculty members, and dear friends. Today, we are extremely proud
On the screen.
officially launched Bhavan's IEDC, which is going to be a bootcamp to our entrepreneurial aspirations. And I deem it as a great honor and privilege to extend the vote of thanks in this occasion. Let me first start by giving glory to the God Almighty for making today's occasion a resounding success. I thank our distinguished guest, Sri V. Muraleedharan, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, who, despite his busy schedule, has found time to grace this occasion. Sir, your words are truly inspiring to the young upcoming entrepreneurs. Once again, I thank you on behalf of Bhavan's Royal Institute of Management for your valuable time and support. I would like to put on record my gratitude to Sri Venugopal C. Govind, our chairman, for his presidential address and invaluable support. Thank you, sir. I further extend my thanks to Sri Ramankutty Warrior, Director, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Kochi Kendra, for his thought-provoking insights. I take this opportunity to specially express my deep regards and sincere gratitude to Sri S.R. Nair for his valuable thoughts and continuous mentoring extended to us today and always. I also extend my gratitude to Kendra committee members, head of the institutions, and distinguished invitees for being with us this evening to make it a remarkable occasion. A warm thanks to our beloved Dean, Dr. Rajagopal Nair, for being our backbone in our endeavors and his unfaltering support. Behind every successful program lie the manifold attempts of our committed faculty members. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the immense contribution of our dedicated faculty members. Finally, I would extend my wholehearted gratitude to all who made this evening a memorable one by gracing this occasion. Thank you all.
Thank you, Jusma. Thank you for your words of gratitude. The best way to predict future is to create it. Hope this center would act as a launchpad to put in your best to transform your lucid entrepreneurial dreams and ideas into reality. Let us all rise for the national anthem. Once again, thank you all for finding time to be with us this evening and making this inaugural session a grand success. Thank you.